My MMA journey has been crazy, amazing. I went, I think, unbeaten for 10 to 12 fights. I was the best in the world for over 3 years. December of 2005, I took my first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class. I really didn't know what to do. I had 5 days to train for my first professional fight at that time in 2006. So I had 5 days to run on the treadmill, and the following Saturday, I was fighting in a ring, AFC 15, and I was fighting Lisa Ward. She was in the top 10 in the world at that time. And I was just a body, you know, I was just a body. First round, I was getting arm barred, and I heard her father was like, "Lisa, tear her arm off." And I was like, oh no. And I was like, what do I do? Like, give me some direction. He was like, go. I'm like, go where? Can't go anywhere. But I hung in there. So there was no fear. I was just happy to be doing something new and experiencing something, and yeah, it was a great experience. I wanted to do it again, but I said, this will never happen to me again. Like, after that, I was like, I have to get better at this. Nobody's ever gonna, you know, humiliate me or like that. In the video, when I was getting arm barred, I wasn't scared. There's no fear, and I think that's the beauty. I mean, that's something that I've carried throughout my life. There's no fear. Like, I'm gonna do it, and I'll figure it out, right? All of the major and local promotions of MMA do have women now. Just really proud to see that. Yeah, women, we headline cards now, so it's really cool. When I was still a white belt, I think it was in 2008, I was competing in New York in the Pan Ams, and we were in Gold's Gym, and I saw Dana White, and I went up to him and I gave him my business card. And I was a white belt at the time. I had, like, I don't know, 3 fights. And I gave him my business card and I said, one day I'll be your champion. And he laughed at me and he was like, okay, you know. And then he went on to say a couple years later that women will never be would never be in the UFC. And look at us now, right? So it's pretty amazing to see. I'm super proud to be a trailblazer for females in MMA. I grew up here in Houston, Texas. I was the only girl, grew up the youngest of with two older brothers. And I grew up always wanting to do what they were doing, playing sports. My mom, very old-fashioned Mexican family, Mexican culture. And yes, I always hid sports from my mom because she never wanted me to play sports. I went to a private school here in Galena Park, Our Lady of Fatima, and I was the only girl on the guys' basketball team. My mom found out, and I had to, you know, had to leave the guys' team, but we created a female team. And that first year that we created the team, we became champions. So it was really cool. That's always been, sports has been my love. It's been like my therapy. I am a proud and out athlete. The message that I have for others that want to come out is, yeah, your difference is your power. So, hey, just let it shine and be yourself. Other people will see that and love you for who you are. Growing up, it was tough for me to come out, only because I was raised in a Catholic religion, and you know, my mom, very old-fashioned Mexican mother. But I knew as a kid I was always different and special, and so I knew that, you know, I wasn't a bad person, and I loved myself, and I believed in everything I did. My girlfriend, Shalita Grant, is here with me today. A mutual friend of ours introduced us. I guess she said, okay, you got one cage fighter, crazy, and then you have a beautiful actress, and they're both single. Let's just put them together.
Her heart, her strength, her fortitude. Jess is the kind of woman who has accepted that when she says something, she can make it happen. And that is something that I respect, that I hold in really high regard, and I also really support. She's an intense, beautiful, passionate, artistic woman. She does my pedicures. She's just full of life.
It's very important for me to be an out and proud athlete, because I'm showing others that it's okay for them to be themselves and happy as well, and do whatever they decide to do. So I love being a role model for female MMA fighters coming up, and for the LGBTQ. I'm very proud of that.